The accused killer in the Idaho 4 murder case is back in court today for 2 hearings. Bryan Kohberger's first hearing is closed to the public. The second will be live streamed. His legal team is expected to try to get the charges against him dropped. Alex Capriello is in Moscow, Idaho, outside the Latah County Courthouse with the latest on this trial. What are we expecting to happen today inside court, Alex?
Yeah, Marni, you nailed it. 2 separate hearings that are happening today. The first one completely private, off limits to both the public and the media. It really has to do with the grand jury indictment. And because it has to do with the procedures that the grand jury went through to reach that indictment, it has to be off limits to everyone because that's a very secret process. The defense really hoping to get that indictment dropped. This is one of several attempts that we've seen over the past few months to get this case dismissed. Back in December, the judge denied that motion, saying no, that indictment will stay. Now the defense is asking for him to rethink that decision. The second hearing that's happening at 1 p.m. Pacific time, I will be able to sit in on. This is the first time, actually, that there will not be a pool camera inside that courtroom. Instead, we're going to have to look at a live stream that comes directly from this courthouse, making things a little bit different for the reporting, but at least we get that full hearing.
And Alex Kohberger will be present for that second hearing. He'll be in court.
Yeah, that's right. Bryan Kohberger has, in the past, been at each of these pretrial hearings. He's not far away. He's in the jail that's right beneath this courthouse, in fact. So it's just a matter of coming up the stairs or elevator to get there. But yes, we are expecting to see him. Only difference is without a pool camera, you're not going to see those close-up, zoomed-in shots of Bryan Kohberger, of his mannerisms. The judge is really taking offense to the way the pool camera has actually handled itself, and that's the reason why now we have this live stream that we're going to be looking at. But either way, Bryan Kohberger is expected to be there.
Limiting what people can see. How likely is it that as a result of today's hearings, Alex, we will get a trial date set?
Yeah, that's the biggest question, one that everyone is anticipating. Do we have a trial date? Well, not yet, but it's entirely possible that today is the day that we do get that, because at the very end of that second hearing at 1 p.m. Pacific, there is a scheduling conference. That's when literally the judge, the prosecution, and the defense talk about dates, talk about times, and try to get things onto the books for the future so that way they show progress is being made. We expect a trial to be decided, or at least a date to be decided today. We're hearing it's most likely going to be this summer. We're looking at June. That's when school's out at the University of Idaho, not to mention all the other public schools that are surrounding this courthouse.
Is there much buzz around town? Alex, you've been there for a couple of days about today's hearings and about a pending trial.
Yes, I think a lot of people here in Moscow are very eager for this thing to get underway. It feels like this is a hardship that's been upon their town for the last year and 2-3 months since those murders happened. And so they want to see this show get on the road. They want Bryan Kohberger to have his day in court because they want to see this done and over with. But there is a bit of hope here in the town at the same time, a lot of remembrance for these 4 victims that were murdered. In fact, we stopped into the Mad Greek restaurant yesterday. That's where Xana and Maddie worked as restaurant servers. And there was a beautiful memorial that we saw there. And I think we took some video that we could show our viewers out there because it really is special to see the legacy that these 4 students have on this town, and that no matter what, they will always be remembered. Visiting the house yesterday, it's no more. It was demolished back in December. That was obviously striking to me because I've done so many live shots out there. And look, there's the video of what it used to look like during the summertime. But now if you go there, you'll see it's just completely gone. There's still a security fence that stands outside and stands guard, but many of those flowers, candles, stuffed animals that you just saw at that memorial is also still there. So no matter what, there's still an imprint of this crime on this town, but the people are hoping that a date for the trial is scheduled today, so that way they can move forward with their lives.
All right, the next step in this grueling process. Alex, thank you. Thank you for watching. Go to NewsNationNow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.